Hi, I'm Dr. Jasmine-Shanelle, and thank you so much for watching my channel today. Today's topic is going to be on something a little different. It's going to be on how to deal with difficult clients, or how I deal with difficult clients, really, because I'm just telling you what I do. If you're a student, you may or may not have encountered your first difficult client, but if you're a fourth-year vet student, if you are an intern, a fellow, a resident, if you're in general practice, more than likely you've come across a difficult client. Or let's call them what they are, people, a difficult person who happens to own a pet that they bring to you for treatment. And many of you may feel comfortable with that. And then there are people who don't know how to interact with difficult clients. They don't know what is considered acceptable, and maybe they were never taught how to deal with a difficult client. But I am here to tell you today how I do it, and you are more than welcome to follow suit. So, when it comes to dealing with difficult clients, first I want to tell you that you don't have to deal with difficult clients. You do not have to see any person who is being blatantly rude to you. You do not have to take that abuse. It doesn't matter what amount of money they are charging you. It is not worth your mental health, and it's not worth your sanity to have to deal with a person who is belittling you, berating you, or offending you. Okay, so that's number one, right? So you may have a difficult person who comes into your office with their animal and they want to be seen. They may be upset because they've had to wait a long time, or they may be upset because of other reasons. So you have to first identify, is this person being offensive to me, or are they frustrated and their actions are just mirroring their emotions? Because those are two different things. It's very common for a person to be upset, to be angry, to be scared, to be flustered, and those emotions come off to another person as, being mean or rude, when really they're just trying to figure out what's going on with their animal. So that's the first thing you have to identify. And I'm going to tell you, if a person, is scared or angry and they're kind of, I don't really know right now, give me a moment, that doesn't mean they're being rude. That just means they're upset. And don't take it personally. Take your ego out of it and don't take it personally. Think of it from your own perspective. If it was your animal that had just been hit by a car because the person who was supposed to be watching it accidentally left the door open, or left it outside and didn't come back and get it, you would be upset. You would be flustered. Imagine all of those things when that person is speaking to you, and that will give you a different perspective on whether or not they really are being rude to you, or whether or not they're just really going through a lot and they're trying to figure it all out. Because I'm not going to fault you for that. That's not your fault, and I'm just here to give your animal the best care possible, and to help you as much as I can, and help them as much as I can, and work with you, and work with your budget, and work with what we have to work with. That's what I'm here for. But when it comes to disrespect, and what I'm talking about disrespect, someone like blatantly belittling you, calling you stupid, cussing at you, insulting you, those are things I do not tolerate. I do not tolerate that. It doesn't matter if you have a pet or you don't have a pet. Because when it comes to being respectful and working with people, you don't have to accept that type of treatment. You are under no obligation to accept disrespect from anyone, especially a person who you're providing services to. If they were in the pizza shop cutting up like that, if they were in the grocery store, if they were in the movie theater or a shoe store acting up like that, they would have to leave. And I am here to tell you, I don't care what anyone else says, if someone is being mean to you, blatantly rude to you, and you have already expressed, excuse me, I just want to make it, I would just want to make you aware that what you're saying is offensive to me, and I feel like you should not say those things anymore, and I would ask that you stop saying those things, and they continue to keep talking like that, you have the right to say, you know what, I'm going to have to stop you right there. I brought it to your attention the first time and told you what you were saying was offensive. I asked you very nicely to stop, and yet you continued. So at this time, I'm going to have to tell you that our visit is complete. I'm going to have to tell you that I can no longer treat you, I can no longer see you as a client, and I can no longer see your pet as a patient. And that's very unfortunate, but your actions have led to this, and so I'm not going to be able to provide your animal with care today. You have that right. If you're in a large hospital, someone else may want to take up the case, but they may not. And they don't have to. Because if you're trying to get anything from anybody, as my grandfather used to always say, you can always catch more bees with honey than you can with vinegar. And when it comes to getting any type of service provided to me or done for me, if I was getting my hair straightened, I'm going to be nice to the person who's doing my hair. I'm not about to insult them and berate them while they got the hot comb next to my hair and I'm up here calling you stupid. No. So why would you accept that treatment? You're not going to yell at the person making your sandwich. I like to think you weren't. And hope that they're not messing up something in the back after you call them an idiot. I'm not going to do that. You might not need to take that sandwich. So I'm definitely not going to insult the person who's providing care to my animal and think that that's okay. And I want to apologize to everyone who has ever been bullied by anybody, really. But really, I want to apologize to all of the veterinarians who were never told that it's okay to not accept disrespect, and it's okay to say, you know, what you're doing is wrong and I'm going to call it to your attention. And I'm telling you again, it is okay to not want to take money from a person who is being rude and mean to you. Because in the long run, it doesn't matter what your paycheck looks like. If you are constantly getting berated over and over and over and over and over again, the price that it's going to pay for your mental health and for your well-being, no amount of money can make that up. Okay, so thank you so much again for watching my channel. If you have any questions about vet school, pet care, motivation, life stuff, feel free to leave it down in the comments. I ask that you subscribe for more videos, and please follow me on Instagram at dr.jasmine-shanelle for more on how life is better with pets. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.